Hello and welcome to Celebi and Venusaur Tag Team GX. So, what do you guys do? Well, you've got 270 HP. Very good start. And for 3 energy cards, Pollen Hazard. 50 to the active, but then that active Pokemon is burnt, confused, and poisoned. A nasty combo that guarantees really at least 80 damage done to the active. Nice. And for 4 NGs, Solar Beam, a straight 150. His GX attack, Evergreen. 4 NGs, a straight 180, but if you attach another Grass NG on top of that, you can reshuffle your entire discard pile into your hand. Very nice indeed. So what's our strategy with this guy? Well, we've got a bit of a mixture of healing and discarding NGs from the opponent's Pokemon to try and keep him alive as long as possible. So this is a bit of a slow burn deck. So how are we keeping him alive? Well, first of all, Shaymin's Floral Heal. Once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage done to your active grass Pokemon. Plus, we're trying to reduce damage done. So we've got Choice Helmets. If your opponent's attacking with a GX Pokemon, they do 30 less damage. And Aether Paradise Conservation Area. Hey, Celebi and Venusaur's are basic. They take 30 less damage from opponents' attacks. Very nice indeed. Plus an extra bit of healing with the Life Herb. Flip a coin, if you get heads, 60 damage and all special conditions removed from your Pokemon. Very good indeed. Then finally, our last healing and keeping alive option is Life Forest, where we get to select a grass Pokemon on the field and heal 60 damage and any special conditions from it. So that's how we're trying to keep him alive. But we're also trying to keep him alive by restricting our opponent's opportunities to attack. So we're trying to get rid of those NGs from the board. So to do that, Crushing Hammer, flip a coin, if heads, get rid of an NG to the discard. And Plumeria, you can take 2 cards, discard them from your hand, and you get to choose an NG to remove once again from your opponent's Pokemon. Chuck it in the discard. Very nice indeed. Now, if all's going wrong and we're about to lose a Celebi and Venusaur, then we Acerola. Pull him back up, removes all the damage counters, stops your opponent getting a KO, and keeps your Celebi and Venusaur alive. And that's really all the key cards to this combo. So, shall we begin? I think we shall. Hello, Brian Yao, and welcome to Celebi Venusaur. I mean, I am running nothing but basic Pokemon. I think I've got 10 Pokemon in the deck. But this does seem to be mulliganing a lot, even with 10 basics, which is a 6th of the deck. This RNG. This RNG's working for me at the moment. Well, see what my opponent's playing. Hopefully the next pull will be quite nice, and I can get set up quite well. Let's see here. Serious? Right, how many basics do you want me to run? Now I haven't got any draw support. So this isn't a great hand either. It's going to be about manually getting set up my Celebi and Venusaur, I feel. Although I did just draw a Shuckle, but it also means I still need... Yeah, so right now the Shuckle's useless to me. I think we just go and get me a Shaymin with this netball. Because unless I can switch out of the Celebi and Venusaur, Shuckle is not the way to go. So right now we just chuck a Shaymin down, so we've got him down, and that's turn 1. It's less than ideal. The upside with this Mimikyu down is I'm not going to be attacking for a little while, I feel. So at least the copycat's not going to be doing too much harm. So what are you running with it, is the question. I mean, you've got draw as well with the filch. If you can't get set up here, I mean, you must have been bricked to only play an Inkay with all those cards. You must have had a really bad pull. Just setting up your Inkays at this stage, so I don't know who your main attacker is. She is probably a Necrozma type attacker. And just the Filch, who's got a couple of Inkays down, and yeah, at this stage, have no idea who his attackers are. So right now, I'm definitely judging. I need out of this hand desperately. The question is, do I want to guarantee that I can start attacking the Celebi Venusaur next turn? Or do I want to scamble onto a switch? I think we guarantee. That guarantee obviously needing another NG card after I judge. So we'll judge, see what we get into. So right here, I don't want to Ultra Ball for anything. I mean, I could thin and get some more pull. But right now, that would be a no. So we'll go Choice Helmet down the Celebi Venusaur and we'll just end without attacking for the moment. Alrighty. Dawnwing's Necrozma with Ultra Necrozma. So this one's the more dangerous one because he can get one-shots. And pretty easily too. So he's the main danger man. And I didn't get him bricked at all. In fact, I helped him a lot other than the old Malamars. And if he's got some Malamars that he can get up, then he is attacking easily right now. And putting on the hurt to my Celebi Venusaur. So that's the second NG. What's even worse is if I decide to take out this Mimikyu. So we'll chuck the NG down onto the Celebi Venusaur. But what I was saying is if I decide to take out this Mimikyu, he can use his GX attack and make him invincible, which isn't so bad because I've got a Guzma. We desperately need to go and get another Shaymin up. We are going to need a lot of healing, and I mean a lot of healing. So we'll Pollen Hazard, we'll take a prize card. Not super excited about that because it means that he can GX on his next turn. And if he's got a Rescue Stretcher, he can actually do the same back to me. Did get the Life Forest out of the prize cards, which helps for healing. Does help for healing, and I'm gonna need a lot of healing. Assuming he's got the Psyche NG to manually attach. Given that he has gone with the Dawnwings up front. I mean, this guy's the one that I'm really worried about. He's not going to be attacking this turn either by the looks of things. But I am really, really worried about this Ultra Necrozma just in here. Especially while I can't one-shot him myself. So what's he going to Tappy Lele into here? So he's got free retreat at the moment. So he'd be looking for a Metal NG. And he only needs one more Psychic NG, and he's got all he needs. 2 Metal NGs are in the discard. He's going to sacrifice an Inkay by the looks of things. I think the play here, I mean, I could go and get a Judge out, but I think a play here is actually use the Sabrina's suggestion and see what he's got, so I know what's coming. In fact, I'm going to Judge. Let's go with a Judge. I mean, it wipes out my Life Forest as well, so that's of concern. Unless I want to play my Life Forest down on this turn. But there's a strong chance I don't get any value from it, so we'll just Judge here. See if I can stall my opponent just that little bit more. And go with a Crushing Hammer play. Because if I can get rid of one of these Psychic Energies, and I missed it. I mean, that's my potential draw support for the next turn. So, right here, we'll just go with Pollen Hazard, get another prize card. And while this Ultra Necrozma is in play, I am really worried. Netball. So I can get another Grass Energy onto the Celebi Venusaur this play. He does still have free retreat. He did get the Metal Energy. It's unfortunate. So 3. These power up by 90 at a time, don't they? No, 80. So that's 240, 260. With this, that reduces it. It does put me in a bad way. Okay, this puts me in a real bad way. So, obviously we're healing to begin with, so Floral Heal. Some more Floral Healing. Feel like a Judge could help him, not me, so... It's just a question of, do I... Well, obviously going to get another Shaymin up. Do I go and get the Malamar up right now and make it more difficult for him to get the Ultra Necrozma going? Or do I go after the Dawn Wings and use the GX right now and get that KO and then just work out how I'm getting the last 2 prize cards after that? I feel like going with the Dawn Wings option is better because then it's just 2 prize cards away at that point. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to go the Netball. Going to get a Grass Energy down and chuck it onto the Celebi Venusaur. I mean, I'm not getting the full benefits of the GX attack, but I do get the KO on this Ultra Necrozma. And Tapu Lele is also on the field for me as well. He's not within 1-shot range, which is the issue. No, I'm not attacking his engine. I'm usually all about attack the engine, attack the engine, attack the engine. But we're going to go and get this Ultra Necrozma down. And I do have another Guzma index somewhere. Got the Acerola as well, so that's a way to protect someone if I need to. Had some pretty key cards in the prizes. The Life Forest, the Acerola. So, yeah. If he's got a Guzma, that would hurt. He'd take 3 prize cards. He does have the Guzma. So he's going to get 3 prize cards out of this. So that's unfortunate. But what I can do is now go and get him in a bad position with this Ultra Necrozma as well. So we're Crushing Hammer here. See if I can get rid of the only energy he's got, which I can't. The Acerola isn't much good to me right now. I don't want to Rescue Stretch or anything, I feel. Do we go on Oranguru down? I think we do, or don't? How many Guzmas has he burnt? So he's burnt 2. We're definitely going to play a Judge this turn. It's just whether I want the Oranguru down. Well, I don't want to draw into it, so we'll go the Oranguru down and we'll Judge. And see where that plays me. So I've got a Grass Energy that I can put down. But I don't think there's any benefit to playing it to anyone right now. And the only way to get a pull from the Oranguru is to play Shuckle down. And I don't think I want to do that either. So what we do here is we Pollen Hazard because we're not getting the KO. And we just put the pressure on this Ultra Necrozma. So he's got to find a way to protect this Celebi Venusaur at all costs. He does have another Dawn Wings. It's unfortunate. Because now that allows him to bring that Dawn Wings up front to protect the Ultra Necrozma and start powering up that Ultra Necrozma. I think what's going to have to be key is I need to Plumeria away that Metal Energy. And hope he doesn't have another Metal Energy. I mean, he has discarded 2. So I can put pressure on how many Metal Energies he's running. While also putting pressure on this Dawn Wings. I mean, a Guzma and I win. So top deck of a Guzma and it's pretty much over. He's going to put another Tapu Lele down. So what I'm really looking for is a top deck of a Guzma. I mean, this Tapu Lele is not good if he refreshes his hand. Which he's going to. Because that means he's 1 Metal Energy. Like, he can refresh that Metal Energy if he's got 1 of them in his hand. Guzma? No, just the switch. So we're going to Plumeria here. We're going to get rid of the Grass and the Shuckle. We're going to get rid of the Metal Energy. And my only hope right now, realistically, unless I top deck the Guzma, that's not going to be useful to me anymore. Here, Oranguru, have an Energy. I think Pollen Hazard's better because I'm 2-shotting no matter what. So what's he need now? He needs a way to switch out. Plus he needs a Metal Energy down in the Ultra Necrozma. And that could be clutch because there's no way. He has to manually attach an Energy to the Dawn Wings to get him out or run some kind of switch card. So it does put some more pressure on because he also needs a Metal Energy on the Ultra Necrozma. So it does give me a chance. It's just whether or not he has everything in hand that he needs. The most crucial component is probably the Metal Energy. Because he has all the Psychic Energies he could want on that Ultra Necrozma. So does he have the Metal Energy? So he's not going to be attacking with Ultra Necrozma this turn. So that's good. He does need to retreat. Who's he put up front? That's the question. And how many Metal Energies is he running? And this is a time I would not mind the Guzma. This is going to put the NK back up front. So So he's bought himself another turn. Top deck a Guzma. Top deck a Guzma. Did not get the Guzma. Do I want to switch out? Just to make it harder for him. Let's Cynthia. We won't switch out straight away. Still don't find that Guzma. Do I make retreating harder? Let's make retreating harder. I miss my draw support for next turn. Do I need a grass energy down at all? Feeling no at this stage. So as right now, we'll just take the prize card and see where we're at. Wouldn't have minded the Aether Paradise Conservation Area during my last turn rather than the Life Forest. Alright, so I have a feeling he's got the Metal Energy. Do you have a feeling he has the Metal Energy he needs? So 80, 60, 240. But I'm still thinking of Metal Energy because that's 80, 60, 240, 260. Minus the 30 for a GX attack. It's going to Field Blower away my choice helmet. So still 260. He needs a choice band maybe. He's desperately searching for that Metal Energy. He's got the choice band. Going to power up the Dawn Wings instead. Is he going to GX attack? Think the GX attack's coming. Yep. There's the GX attack. So once again, top deck a Guzma and this is over. Did not top deck the Guzma. So what we do here... In fact, that was stupid because I'm Acerola-ing. So we'll chuck that down just to make retreating once again a little bit harder. We will Acerola out the Celebi and Venusaur. And at the moment, who do I want up front? Chuck a Shaymin up front, chuck a Oranguru up front. We'll chuck an Oranguru up front. I mean, he's going to go down here. So Celebi and Venusaur. I feel like healing's just a little bit better for me. The bad thing now is I need some DCE action. The better way to have played that was to actually go and get the Shuckle out. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. So we'll chuck you down. There's nothing more I could want right now. So that's it. Got to set up this Celebi and Venusaur as quickly as possible. So, the Dark Pulse will KO this Oranguru. I'm assuming he's still in search of that Metal Energy. Really depends how many Metal Energies is he playing in deck. I mean, if he's prized any others that he's got, having 3 in the discard, it could actually come in clutch of denying him one-shots. And I have a feeling I've denied him one-shots. So right here he's hitting 120. I think we'll chuck him up front. I know it's riskier. But fact, I should have actually chucked the Shaymin up front, because then I could have retreated out into a Shuckle and set up this Celebi and Venusaur straight away. Would have been better. We are going to run a Judge play though. We are going to go with a Judge. And we'll see where we're at after that. So let's go and get myself a Judge. I know it's going to give him more cards. But I have a feeling he doesn't have a Metal Energy in deck. So that's what we're going to play with. So we'll Judge. Hopefully I can go and find myself a DCE. That would be nice. There it is, DCE. Well, Crushing Hammer. Another Tails. So that's me at the moment. Let's see what my opponent has. So we can hit on the Celebi and Venusaur this turn with the Ultra Necrozma, but what that will mean for me is I win it. So my play right now is he does not have the Metal Energy. If he has the Metal Energy, it's game. Metal Energy and it's game. Does he have it? He's running out of cards in his deck as well. Although that Guzma is annoying. I'll give him that. Not necessarily game anymore. Although he's going to hit in to get that prize. So it is game. If he hits in, it's game. Just run him drive those Metal Energies. That could be the difference in this game. Alright, Shaymin's gone. He goes within one prize card, but Celebi Venusaur comes in to finish things off. So, DC into Celebi and Venusaur, and Solar Beam. There we go. A very slow build up, but got there in the end. Got there in the end. Getting rid of those Metal Energies, that was the difference in the game. Good game. Hello, PSL, and welcome to a Celebi Venusaur match. So, this Celebi and Venusaur is going down. I'll hold on the other one just to see where I'm at. Don't really want to be playing Life Forest this soon, if I can help it. So, I think the play here is to go and get the Shuckle. But I might go and get the Shuckle with an Ultra Ball instead. So I can definitely play an energy onto him. So we'll go and play the Shuckle. I want to keep my supporters, so we'll get rid of this Ultra Ball and this Celebi and Venusaur. We will go and get the Shuckle. We'll play the Shuckle down. We will go and get 2 energies and chuck them in the discard. And then we'll netball here. Go and get me an energy onto the Shuckle, and then I've just got to find myself into some kind of switch. I'm pretty happy. Got 2 draws to get myself into it, so that's really good. I've got into it now. Then we'll chuck the Oranguru down. Right now, I kind of want to hold on to the switch just in case he tries to get me stuck. Or do I switch now and... Nah, let's just hold on to the switch for the moment. We'll see. I mean, I'm at risk of Judges. Or Marshadows. That is something I'm at risk of. So he's got the Weeper. So targeting down that Weeper would be really good if I can. As early as I can, because that'll be a big engine. So it's a Weeper. So it's a Quagsire Naganadel engine. Who's he using as a main attacker? That is the question. So he's bringing Volcanion out. So I'm glad I held onto the switch because he can force switch here. Which would have been less than ideal before. So he is going to force me to switch. I'll just send the Shuckle up. That's who I wanted there anyway. Saves me having to use my switch now. So it could be, when I see this combination, it could be a damage spread variant. No, it's not going to be. Alright. So, first Shaymin down. I think I kind of want to keep my... So the NG card goes to Celebi and Venusaur. I think I kind of want to keep the stadium here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Judge's Whistle to draw a card. See what I get myself into. Could Judge. He's got a lot of cards. He does have a lot of cards. Let's Judge. So we'll chuck the stadium down, we'll Judge. Alright. So yeah, he was heartbroken by that. Let's see if I can get rid of the NG from the board. Nope, can't, unfortunately. And I think we now go and get ourselves a second Shaymin, maybe? Although I might need that for a grass NG, so we'll NG drink now. Get those two NG cards onto the Celebi and Venusaur. And that'll be the turn. So he did have the stadium to oust it straight away. That's the reason I was a little bit hesitant on running the stadium immediately. But oh well. Got one heads on the timeable. It's going to go and get the Naganadel first. Does he have the Quagsire as well? So my ideal right now would be to have a Guzma. So then I could target down someone on the bench instead. Potentially the Naganadel or the Wooper. Hitting the engine more than anything else. Damage spread could really be dangerous here. I mean, I could use Sabrina's suggestion, hope he's got the Guzma for me. That could be a way. So, we've got the Silvally up. So he's got no retreat cost for his basics. So he can hit him with Volcanion here. Take out the Shuckle. Okay, that's interesting. Don't think I was expecting that one. Oh, he's going to accelerate energy. That's what he's after. Okay. Or he could actually put 50 onto my bench and try and get the Shaymin to stop my healing. That could be another option. I'm assuming, nah, he's definitely going to be going with the turbo drive. Get more energies in play. Surely that's the play. Alright, that wasn't 100% expected. The Onyx. Alright. Yep, turbo drive play. Now, he's not a basic Pokemon, so he doesn't have free retreat. Couple of netballs. So one of them can go and get the NG. And one of them can go and get another Shaymin. Although I'm now kind of committed to the whole not using Guzma anymore. Let's chuck another Shaymin down. We'll instruct for 1. Is there any water or fighting in my deck? No, there's not. So we'll instruct. See what I get myself. Crushing Hammer. See, these Crushing Hammers are really useless for this matchup because he's got energy acceleration. So, yep, that doesn't bother me so much. We'll use Sabrina's suggestion. Have a look what he does have. Acerola or Cynthia. I think we'll go with the Cynthia. And refresh the hand. Got a Life Forest that I can replace that stadium with. The stadium's not hurting me right now, and I don't need the Life Forest, so I don't want to oust it immediately. So right here, I'm feeling like the play is just to hit into the Silvally. I'm two-shotting no matter what, so we're going to do a Pollen Hazard. Now, he does have an Acerola to pull this. But he would need to switch it out first if he wants to save all the energies. So what he could do is use a manual switch, get to another attacker, switch the energy to the front line, Acerola, bring one of the energies back through the Naganadel, and if he's got another energy to manually attack, he can still attack next turn with something like a Volcanion. But then he does lose his free retreat as well. And I have healing for that. I don't want too much bench damage. That's the only thing. But I do have healing for it. And plenty of options to heal 100 damage from the front line. So, be interesting to see what play my opponent's going to do here. It's going to start working up that Onyx. And use the Cynthia instead to refresh the hand rather than the Acerola. Attaching to here. Why? Okay, so he's going to hit him with the Onyx instead. So 120. I can recoup that pretty easily. And I think we try and recoup it with the Life Herb rather than the Life Forest in this early stage. See if I can get a heads there. Now I do have the KO on this Onyx, so that'll get me a prize card and level the prize card race. I do have to pick a time that I want to start, like I want to put another Celebi and Venusaur down. It's going to max potion the Silvally. Alright, that's a good burn of a max potion for me. I'm not minding that at all. It's going to force switch. So it looks like I'm going without the Oranguru now. So I'm going to be 2 prize cards down. But he's also committing 4 energies to the Onyx. He would need another energy in hand to potentially attack next turn, because he can bring back 1 with a Naganadel, but not 2. Why would you send them all to the front? That is a mistake, because now I can take down 5 energy cards all at once. Unless he knows something I don't. So, what we're going to do here, I do want the Erika's Hospitality play if I can get to it. That is something that sounds pretty good to me. So, to get to it. The Life Herb's useless to me. The Lily, Life Herb. So, I need to spend these 3, I feel. So, what have I got in my discard? All of you can go back in my deck, I feel. I don't think I need any of you right now. So shuffle 3 cards from your discard to your deck. That's what we're going to do. I mean, it does mean I have to burn a Shuckle. But when I say burn, put it on the bench, which is kind of useless. I don't want to put my Shuckle on the bench. It does mean I'm committing to another Celebi and Venusaur, so that's what we'll do. We'll chuck the Shuckle down. We do not want to activate his ability though, so right now we're just thinning our hand, although I didn't actually have to because the Erika's Hospitality works. I don't have to get to 4, just afterwards I've got to have 4 or fewer. Got to remember that. Anyway, for the last card, I'm just going to burn this nest ball because I don't want to draw into it, but I do want another Shaymin up. So for the last card here, we'll go and pull in the Shaymin. And we'll start working this Celebi and Venusaur up. Don't want to play anything else from my hand for the moment. And we'll just take the KO on this Onix. Now, I'm really shocked that he committed 5 energies to the Onix. Because the Naganadel can get 1 back. He would have to have 1 in hand to get to 2. But he doesn't have 2 energy attackers. So it really does shock me that he did commit to that. Is he planning to try and protect with the Silvally up front again? Is that the play? I mean, Silvally's GX attack is a bit of an issue for me. Especially with a loaded bench now. Because a GX attack followed up by a Volcanion, ugh, that would not be pretty. For me, I would need some desperate healing to happen. So it's going to force me to switch someone. Who do I want to switch to? We'll chuck the Shuckle up front. Why not? It's going to send him to the front again. I mean, that's good for me if you send him to the front, because I can get this Shuckle out of the active quite easily. And now I can take down that Oranguru there again. It's just going to put 1 to the front. I think we go after the engine. Here, right now, after the engine, straight away. Yeah, let's go after the Quagsire here. So we can't shift these energies around. And we'll chuck this Celebi and Venusaur up. And right now, is there anything else I want to do? I probably do want to go and get myself another energy card. Although if he keeps switching me, I need a way to switch back. Do I want another energy card on you? Not right now. Not right now. Let's go with the Solar Beam. Hit him in that Quagsire. He can no longer shift those energies around. We'll get my second prize card. Even up the prize card race. Alright, so I can play the Aether Paradise Conservation Area quite confidently on my next turn. Can get the one shot in the Volcanion if I need to. And I think this is the time to do it. Even though I'd have to commit another energy card if I want to put everything from my discard back in. Which I may or may not want to. It does give me more energies and more options. Yeah, I think I do actually. Yeah, let's probably commit the extra energy. And get rid of this Volcanion on this turn. This Volcanion worries me. And it gives me the Guzma back as well, which might be able to go after that Wooper. I mean, top deck a... If I do top deck a Guzma, the players suddenly go after that Wooper again. It's easy. The GX attack of that Silvally worries me though. So he's going to Guzma up. What's he going to bring up? The Shaymin. Alright. So I can get out of the Shaymin easily enough. It's going to protect the Volcanion. Oh, top deck the Guzma. Wow, that is huge. That is huge. So we're going after the Wooper here. Just simply going after the Wooper. And do I want... We're going to chuck an Aether Paradise Conservation Area. Do I want to use my GX now? I feel like I need to hold still. I feel like I do need to hold. So we will just hit in with the Solar Beam. Get ahead in the prize cards now. Got Judge's Whistle. Got options here so I can refresh the hand if I need to. Now, he can hit with the Silvally on this turn. Gonna pull in another Naganadel, okay. That's potentially my last Guzma. I forget whether I'm running two or three Guzmas at the moment. I'm gonna assume it's my last Guzma for the sake of this. I mean, the Plumeria can be good as well, just to get rid of the Shuckle and the Celebi and Venusaur from hand and get rid of an Energy card. That could be another way to play this. And I'm probably getting rid of the Energy from the Silvally. I mean, his GX attack's the one that worries me. You know, 50 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. With the Volcanion in play that can damage spread, he can get 4 prize cards very easily after that GX attack. Although he's charging up a Turning Point turn instead. Or maybe just getting up backup attackers, maybe. And this Jumper is interesting. Special Energies isn't going to worry me. Yeah, so the Jumper I'm not so worried about. What we will do is Crushing Hammer, see if I can get a heads. No, I don't. And now we'll go with... I think the Plumeria is the play that I want to go. So Plumeria out the Shuckle and Celebi and Venusaur. This is going to self-charge. I really think that the Turning Point's not what worries me, so we'll get rid of the energy off the Silvally. And that can refresh my hand later if I need to. So I'm thinking, do I really want to play the netball yet? Just in case he tries getting me stuck in the active, the answer is still no. So right here we just Solar Beam. Get rid of the Oranguru. And take away his main draw. Alright, I've got a manual switch, so I'm definitely using the netball next turn. Sending the Jumper up front. He can get him out of the active. My GX attack, though, does take this down. So he's going to have to be very careful of that. I mean, setting the Naganadel up, that'll clear the energies for me as well. If I take the Naganadel down. Let's bring in a Shining Volcanion. But he's got to have to do a lot of work to get that Shining Volcanion up and running. What's he going to bring back? The Wooper, maybe? Oh, he's going to bring back to the deck, though. I am feeling really good about this. He does need to get the Jumper out of the active. Hope he does realise that. The Jumper has to come out of the active here. Otherwise, that's game. Alright, so he does realise that. So he's going to sacrifice the Shining Volcanion. Alright, can actually chuck a DCE on the Celebi and Venusaur. Which is what we're going to do. I think we Judge's Whistle to another draw. Yeah, we'll just draw one with the Judge's Whistle. We can use a Plumeria here. Which I think is the safer option, because Plumeria away. Get rid of the... Alright, we're definitely going to Plumeria. I'm going to commit to that. And leaving the switch, I think leaving the netball in hand gives me more options. So we'll get rid of the switch. And then get rid of the Life Herb. Because we've got a Life Forest. Yeah, get rid of the Life Herb. And then I've got Draw as well. So we'll Plumeria away. We'll get rid of this energy here just to try and keep the Silvally away from attacking. Because that's the one that really worries me. Then we'll Solar Beam the Shining Volcanion here. And now I'm one prize card away. And I've got my GX attack to hit for 180 if he leaves the jumper in the active. So the only way he can sort of delay this now is to send the Silvally up. So I'm going to chuck a Choice Band the Naganadel instead. And the Silvally, so he's just thinning. I mean, if he does have DCEs, he could get that Silvally attacking this turn. And he doesn't. Once again, he needs to retreat to the Silvally, otherwise it's game. Alright, he's given up. Yep. Got myself in an imposable position there. Good game. And it is time to rate this deck. So, what do I think? Well, starting with damage, the Celebi Venusaur here is really just a two-shotter. The maximum you're ever really getting out of him is 180. But he does have a nice status condition attack and Pollen Hazard. But you're really aiming for two-shotting in this deck and stopping them from being able to KO this guy. So the damage here for me is a 7 out of 10. The defense on the other hand is really, really good. You have big HP, you're healing all the time, you're making it really hard for your opponent to continue getting attacks off with the Crushing Hammers and the Plumerias, and it's all about stopping this Celebi and Venusaur go down. And if one of them goes down, it's forcing your opponent to get another one down. So that's the key here. For me, the defense is a 10 out of 10. Reliability, well this Venusaur, Celebi and Venusaur is difficult to get up and going. Particularly his Solar Beam, which requires 2 Grass Energies and 2 Colorless Energies. He's just a little bit slow in the early game. But once you get him going, it tends to roll mostly. But the reliability, he's a slow build. It's going to be an 8 out of 10 for me there. So overall, what do I think? Well, the Celebi and Venusaur for me has a lot of potential as just a big, hefty Pokemon that's hard to take down, that you just keep alive and frustrate your opponent. A solid build, I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10.